Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. The crowd is buzzing for this one here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time now for our tale of... This is... A lot of trash talk, but... We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Oh, he took that jab well. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Nice counter punch right up the middle. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
It's so hot, it's so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting under, you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on you.
Nice counter shot. They threw the hook, it didn't land. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Oh, wait a minute! We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for...
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot. Clear the...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Whoa, Johnny. Oh, my word. Canelo just got clipped. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Beautiful counter punch. There's a counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't...
Here we go. It's round two. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Beautiful counter punch. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
How about that time counter shot? That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Nice job blocking the hook. serious jeopardy here going to the canvas. Disaster averted.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They both want the knockout. Good counter punching. When you're fighting a counter puncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Good counter punch. They threw the hook. It didn't land. And he scores with the counter. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. In that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after. Let's get it started in round 3. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punching. Couldn't land that jab. Do you believe what we are seeing? That counter shot lands. There's a counter shot. Just misses with that uppercut. Beautiful counter punch. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain of a brawn.
A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Holding nothing back here in the round. That left hook missed. Left hook missed. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A perfect counter shot. Tried to score with a jab. And you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight.
last round. Beaten, bruised, and back at it in round 4. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Stamina is so important for these 2 fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Sugar Ray is down! I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
It's that ever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of heart we need to see.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? That hook won't score. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. His stamina is off the charts. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw. On to the 5th we go. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Oh, listen to that. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
And he scores with the counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You know, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Look, misses. Incredible work rate. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That right hook won't score. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Those counter punches have to hurt. He threw a punch and just got countered. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Let's start the 6th. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little favourite and pickpocket them.
That hook doesn't score. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Well done with that counter shot. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Can't land the jab there. He threw a punch and just got countered. Good counter punch. Looking to land the hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And you can see it right here. That body shot sent them down, and they weren't getting up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe, or do they play defense here?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round 1.
10 seconds to go, and let's see that again.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Talk about Alvarez in that last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever write anybody off.
Get your mind back. Get your focus back.
Round 7, here we go. And there's the bell to start the round. They ring the bell, and here we go. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
There's a counter shot. Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. Did well to block that right hook. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? They got out of the way of that right hook. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. When are we going to see a jab from these two? They exchange punches. Just misses right uppercut. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Robinson in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
You cannot guess that. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for guessing out.
Just keep him on the end of that. Get your focus back, get the jab back. Just boxing, just be smart.
Start sticking in a few body shots in there. Bury it up a little bit so we can't figure you out.
And win this round. They only lost one round.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope. You've got to hope.
One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
That's lights out right now.
You saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
Accuracy, power, punch perfect. That must hurt.